Hello! Welcome to another Nerd Theorist video where we talk about the Wheel of Time. Now, we've had another couple of drops today that are very exciting for us. We've got a Rotten Tomatoes sneak peek, a whole scene to digest, and there has been an Instagram clip as well. So we're going to go look at both of those and see what reveals we've got today. I'm very excited for this one. Hopefully it's going to tie a few things together from the trailer. So, shall we watch and find out? Right, so this one is a relatively short clip, so I think it might be a good idea to watch it through first, and then we'll go back and we'll go over it piece by piece. So here we go. Logain.
How long are you going to wait?
I'm sorry?
Before you ask me what you want to ask me. A few days? A few weeks? Must have taken you months to work your way in here. You're more patient than I am.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't lie to me, boy. I remember you. From Tarvalone. You watched those women parade me through the streets like an animal.
You must be confused.
Nah. I can see it. When another man can channel, there's a glow.
Okay.
And yours was brighter than any I've ever seen. I'll never forget looking up and seeing you sitting on that wall. I knew you'd shake the world. Caged as I was, I couldn't help laughing.
Oh, that's good.
And here you are now, all these months later, all these miles away. So ask me
Question.
what you came here for.
Do you want to know?
I want to know how to control it.
Teach me, Logain. Brilliant. Right, okay, we will start that again. So, there's a few things then to look at here. First off, given the interview Yosha did a short while ago where he talked about, was it a asylum or a sanitarium, some sort of hospital that he has made his way to, I assume this is it, and I assume that he has found a way to work there until he's managed to get his way to Logain. So let's start this and let's just go over whatever we can find.
How long are you going to wait?
See, Logain already knows who he is at this point.
Before you ask me what you want to ask me. A few days? A few weeks? Must have taken you months to work your way in here.
So you'd expect then, if he's a false dragon, that he's likely to be under at least some sort of secure, if not guard, he'll be in a secure unit where not just anybody's going to get to work with him. So you imagine it's taken Rand quite some time to find this hospital, get a job there, and work his way up to where they trust him enough to let him take food to the false dragon who is sat there in all of his gentle misery. So Logain's got all this pegged. He's still sharp as anything.
You're more patient than I am.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't lie to me, boy.
Oh, see the gravitas he's got there. It's brilliant.
I remember you. From Tarvalone.
I'm glad they've done this.
Women parade me through the streets like an animal.
You must be confused.
Nah. I I can see it when another man can channel theirs.
So this is an interesting thing. So he's suggesting that he can see when another man can channel, there's a glow around them. Now, obviously, in the books, it's the other way around. Women can see that about each other, but the men cannot. It's not a simple thing for them. Logain, however, could see Tarveren, so it's possible he doesn't actually know what it is that he's seeing right now, only that Rand is shining like the sun. And obviously he saw something similar with Nynaeve when she dealt and did her mass heal during the his escape attempt in the first series. So perhaps it's that. If everyone, I mean, they've made Nynaeve a Tarveren in this show, so maybe it's the case that he can see them. He doesn't understand what it is, and as such, he just believes he can see people who can channel and how powerful they are. But I suppose we'll see. There's a lot of unreliable narrator that goes on in the books and in the show, so I think this is an extension of that. He's not in a good way. He's been gentled. He's, gentle people never last long before they find a way to end it, so I can't believe he's entirely thinking clearly. Anyway.
There's a glow, and yours was brighter than any I've ever seen. I'll never forget looking up and seeing you sitting on that wall. I knew you'd shake the world. Caged as I was, I couldn't help laughing.
So that is brilliant, because that is lifted almost word for word. I mean, it's been edited because this is from book 6 from Lord of Chaos, where he's not speaking directly to Rand, he's speaking about him. So they've changed it so that he can now say this while speaking directly to Rand, but the principle is the same. And that last bit in the book, it's a glow, and I knew he'd shake the world. Caged as I was, I couldn't help laughing. So they've picked it straight out and just dropped it in, changed it so that he's speaking to Rand, and that is brilliant. That's wonderful to do that. Bit of consistency, bit of source material being used in its original form. It's fantastic.
And here you are now, all these months later, all these months, miles away.
It's miles away, so no longer in Tar Valon.
So ask me.
And so we know that a lot of this series is going to revolve around Cairhien. And I assume we're going to be there. Obviously, Rand is going to shack up with a barkeeper called Celine, for, as the more information section of Prime Video says, enters into a no-strings relationship with Rand. And we know that's absolutely not true. That woman comes with more strings than anything. But it does suggest that we are a long way away from Tar Valon, in a different city entirely. And I think from the original trailer, we've seen a few more clips of this. Rand walking down the hallway now is likely to be this place rather than his walking to meet the Amarillan seat, because he's wearing the same outfit sort of as he is now. So I think it's more likely that a lot of what we saw in the trailer is from this establishment, and if we tie it all together, we'll probably see even more.
What you came here for?
On Rand, ask him the question. Rand's doing the only logical thing he can at this point. If he wants to learn how to control it, how to learn to control the channel, there's only one person he's ever heard of that he knows he could find who has channeled, and that's Logain.
I want to know how to control it.
Logain finds that very amusing. He can't control it anymore at all. He can't touch it. So that's brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Right, there is one more thing which we'll look at in a moment. And so what we've got this time is the Instagram clip that was put out earlier today as well. And this one's nice. This is a little different styling. I quite like this. And given a bit of time, there's probably a few more hidden things in it, but similarly to what we did in the last part, we'll just quickly watch it through first, and then we'll scan to the bits that are most interesting. So
I want to know how to control it.
Question again. That's... it's largely reused footage, except for a couple of bits.
You have no conception of the power they wield.
We'll go back again and watch that now. So I absolutely love the way you've got these rings and the way that they're showing us something else. Although again, it's largely reused footage. Land training Moiraine in the trailer, walking through the foregate, and obviously Rand in the middle there channeling fire. But we do get a little bit more. Hang on. Let's.
I want to know.
Him on the floor looking at what he's done there. And then this. Look at that. Now. That looks very much like his current hairstyle. That looks very much like the same establishment he's been in speaking with Logain. So is this his first lesson? Is this how to seize the source? He's surely getting quite a lot of it there, and you can see wisps of taint in it as well. But he looks under a little bit more control than he did previously. So is this a lesson that Logain has managed to give him? A little clip that maybe follows later on after the scene we've just seen from the Rotten Tomatoes clip. So it is fantastic though. Just look at that. Look at it go. Absolutely brilliant. So there we are. How about that? A couple of extra clips. There's more content for us to look at on the Prime Video webpage as well. What do you think about it? Do you think that Rand is going to get lessons from Logain on how to start to channel? Do you think that perhaps after, I mean, we've got the scene where he sets fire to the room he's in, which we assume is going to result in burning down the foregate. Do we think that that is going to take place before or after this? Does he have the lesson first and then go home, try and do something on his own and cause all that chaos? Or is he there to see Logain as a result of all the chaos he's caused when he burnt things down? It's hard to tell, but it will be interesting to find out. It does seem at the moment that Logain may take the role of a teacher for a while, but I can see that being interesting. I can see that helping Rand along the way to start with, because he had no guidance at the start, and perhaps this may give him more of a speedy uplift in terms of power level, as this series is going to require him to get better quite rapidly, given the amount of episodes they've got and the amount of source material they have to cover. So the interesting thing though is Logain is not in the White Tower, so hopefully he's been sent there to get rest and respite and get better, but he's kind of essential, his presence in the White Tower, in the events to come. So we'll say no more about it for now, but it would be handy if they got him back there. Anyway, there we are. What do you think? Please do share with me below. Leave a like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and we'll see you on the next video, which may or may not be tomorrow. It depends if they give us anything more. Here's hoping. Take care. See you soon.